cutie. Yeah, you're being adorable. Love to. Oh, okay, no biting. Licking's okay, but biting's not. Okay? Yes, sweetheart? Hmm? Yeah. I say hi to everybody? Hello. Nose, finger, or tongue up the nose. Loves doing that. You done licking fest? Huh? You done licking everybody? Yeah, you're gonna go off play now. Or explore, or make a mess, you know. Usual ferret stuff. Hey! Yeah, I was talking about you. Yeah. Yep. I was talking about you, you little troublemaker. So, cute little intro of my ferret doing her usual grooming. Well, I call it that, but it's really because she likes licking my lips and nose for some reason. Lips I can get because I've got lip chap on, which is why I was doing that, but it's all natural stuff anyways. Yeah. But I also applied it a while ago, so it's mostly gone. It still has the smell, though, for her little ferret nose. That right, Mitzi? Yeah. Sorry, when I said her name, she looked at me. She stopped her scratching her butt. Anyways, yes, this video actually does have a point, believe it or not. So, there's this thing, I saw it on Tumblr a while ago, and I've been meaning to make a video about it, and I feel like I've talked about this before. I just don't really remember, so, well, I think I have. I don't remember, though. I feel like I have, but I might not. Let's get to the video. This video is getting it's already at 2 minutes, and I've not even mentioned the topic of it, because things. So yeah, I saw this post on Tumblr, and people are so obsessed with the gender binary that people think that cats and dogs are opposites. And because you know, the cats are seen as feminine, and dogs are seen as masculine, which is kind of really you're either a cat person or a dog person, ignoring the fact that there's tons of other pets you can have as, you know, you could have a preference to. Like, I personally have a preference to ferrets. I've had cats, dogs, gerbils, hamsters, mice, rats, but I think ferrets are my favorite. Because, yes, you're my favorite. Sorry, her cage is right there and she's grooming herself, and every time I look at her or say something to her about her, she looks at me and it's just adorable. Anyways, because she just right away didn't have to warm up to me. She's just right away, hi, wanna be my friend? And she's just so silly and adorable and kind of weird. But, you know, I love her and whatever. And you can train a ferret to do tricks, except I just don't. I've trained her to come, at least. The internet, right. I mean, so she'll be at one place doing something, and then I just have to say, Mitzi, come here. And you don't have to come right now. Anyways, and she'll come running to me. So I've trained her to do that, and I'm kind of training her to do a circle. It's just a very basic trick. But yeah. Anyways, I'm talking more about my ferret than I should. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling very affectionate to her today. Anyways, so I'm not a cat person or a dog person, I guess, but the thing is that here's my actual point 4 minutes into the video. So okay, I bought her a chew toy, and she's trying to take it out of the cage. Oh, as soon as I put the camera on you, you stop. She hates being filmed. Anyways, so here's the thing. Cats and dogs are actually very similar in the scope of things. If you compare them to all the pets that people tend to have, they're two of the most similar. Ferrets obviously have more in common with cats than dogs do, but ferrets have a lot in common with dogs as well. Because those three animals are all carnivores, so there's that. So they all eat very similar foods, unless you're Mitzi, who doesn't understand that she's a carnivore and wants to be a vegetarian. But oh, it's sorry. I bought her this chew toy. It's like a ball about this big, It's like one of those ones with the holes in it, and so she can chew on it, and she likes it, but she wants to take it to one of her other sleepy hidey holes, but she can't get it out of her cage because it's like bigger than this, like it's just a bit bigger than her head. So, but anyways, so yeah, so they're all carnivores. They can all hear around the same frequencies. I don't actually know about ferrets as much. I don't know if they have as strong hearing as other animals. I just know that ferrets sleep very, very hard because unless there's a high-pitched noise, she'll sleep through anything. As far as sound goes, if I pick her up, she'll obviously wake up. But, yeah. So, yeah, cats, dogs, both hunt. They can hunt for humans. Cats, obviously, with mousing, and dogs you can get hunting dogs. Not all dogs, obviously, but not all cats are any good at hunting mice, too, because, you know, you have some cats who are, like, phenomenal at it, and then other cats who fucking suck at it or have zero interest in it whatsoever. So, yeah, and wild dogs have a lot more variety in the types of dogs you get. Cats, they all look kind of the same except for their fur patterns and occasionally a little bit of a structural difference. But yeah, so there's that. They're both very fast. They run the same way. They basically, it's kind of funny because, like, the smaller the animal goes, it seems like the more flexible they are, because dogs are typically, they're more large dogs than there are small dogs. And, you know, cats are typically around one size, and they're fairly flexible, and everything else is, if you could tell the difference between a dog and a cat and how flexible they are. And then ferrets, they're just like jello. So there's that. But yeah, they're the three pets that people typically have that are carnivores. Now, there are obviously some people have pets like pet skunks or whatever else. But, like, as far as the other pets go, you have, you know, reptiles or fish, or omnivores or herbivores. So the omnivores and herbivores are almost always, train of thought, come back to me, rodents, sorry, like, oh, she got in the garbage again. I thought I managed to make sure that she didn't because I had it underneath the table, but no. Where there's a will, there's a way, isn't there, Mitzi, huh? Yeah, you just want to cause shit everywhere you go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the rodents. So in case you're wondering, mice and rats are omnivores. A lot of people don't know that, but they actually do need protein in their diet. But what's cool about rats and mice, and as long as it's not dairy, you can feed them pretty much anything, although don't give them candy or anything like that. But pretty much your leftovers, yeah, fucking hell, they'll love it. As long as it's also no dairy and it's not like greasy junk food, like. And yeah, common misconception, mice and rats are lactose intolerant to the point where it will kill them if you give them more than like a bite of anything, and like a bite once a week, because if they get stocked up, they die. So if they get gassy, they die. So yeah. Actually, believe it or not, humans and cats actually are the only ones really that can consume dairy at any time later in their life. And before you say, oh no, dairy, cats can't have dairy, actually it's almost the same percentage of humans and cats that can have dairy. So shut up. Yeah, believe it or not, it's not the vast majority, but the majority of humans can have some level of lactose intolerance, and actually being able to consume dairy is a mutation that happened to carry around, and depending on where your ancestry is, will actually affect how well you can digest dairy, because, you know, if it's somewhere there's, like, up in the north, where you're kind of dependent on, you know, animals providing your food for you, then you're more likely to, not to be able to consume dairy. And if you're more towards the equator, where, you know, it's mostly plants, you don't have to depend on animals as much, then, you know, it's somewhat more likely. But yeah, it's about 40% of 40 to 45, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm just remembering off the top of my head, of humans, and then it's about, I think 50% of cats, or between 45 and 55 or something like that. This is all remembering off of like some time ago, because I'm not even fucking making a video about this, but I just somehow this is just animals and not just my thing. But yeah, cats and dogs are pretty similar. So if you look at the mouth even of a cat and a dog and a ferret, actually ferrets are different because they don't have bottom incisors, which is kind of weird. But in case you're wondering, okay, your teeth, you got your canine teeth, Your incisors are the flat ones that cut food. So yeah. So I remember what all the teeth are called from like grade 9 biology. Anyways, or no, it was grade 11 rather. Anyways, I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but yeah. So yeah, like cats and dogs are actually very similar. You know, they both have like soft ears, which they have muscle control over. It's in the same. Oh, freaking hell! You have another bag of food you can play with. She always wants to get into the food bag, even if she doesn't even eat it. She just wants to know she can get into the food bag. And I just bought a new bag, but there's still some in the old bag. She's trying to get into the new bag, even though there's a fucking food bag just over there. Okay, now she's going to it, because she realizes she can't get in the new one, because it's still sealed, because I literally just bought it half an hour ago. But yeah, so, and if you smell even dog food, cat food, and ferret food, I swear to God, you would not be able to tell the difference, but somehow they can. I don't understand how, but they can, because my ferret will not eat the family's cat food. Like, we have 2 cats, like the family, and Mitzi refuses to eat that food, and we have 2 cats. One of them I consider to be mine, and I just have since I was 14, because you know how cats take a liking, they're like, okay, you're my human, the rest of you, I just live with you kind of thing, and he's taken a liking to me, and before I got Mitzi, he was like my #1 pet. Anyways, so yeah, and so Bear doesn't, his name is Bear, because he's a fluffy little bear. Anyways, so, and he doesn't eat Mitzi's food, but he fucking loves ferret treats. Like, we have Temptations. If he had a choice between Temptations and Bandits, which is the ferret treats, he will fucking go for the Bandits, and like, he freaking loves them. It's so weird. Like, I don't get it, but Mitzi doesn't have any interest in, well, maybe it's because I've never let her eat them, because you shouldn't really cross the foods and whatnot and stuff. But yeah, anyways, humans with their very weak sense of smell. Ah, that's how you've been getting into it. Been climbing on the chair. Because I pushed it aside because I dropped some glass earlier and got something sticky on me. Anyways, so this video is just a great big mess, isn't it? Haha. So yeah, remember how I've said in other videos how I have ADHD? Some days are better than others. Today I'm having a really can't focus day, so it happens. Most days I'm pretty good, but when I get happy and excited, my brain just says, nope, I'm not gonna work right now. So, because when I get happy and excited, my brain goes too fast, and then I can't fucking keep up, my mouth just can't fucking keep up. So, yes. Cats, dogs, not that different. And the whole, like, you have to be a cat person or a dog person, which is, like I've mentioned. What about someone who really fucking loves having pet rats, which actually are really good pets before you start dissing them? Or someone who frickin' is, like, has a pet skunk, because you can do that, and I've held and snuggled and played with a pet skunk, and they're like cats, they're adorable. Anyways, sorry, and, what if someone really likes hedgehogs, or snakes, or frogs? I don't know. There's so many pets out there, so why do you have to be a cat person or a dog person? And why is it you can't love both animals? Like, why is it like, oh, I'm a dog person, I hate cats, love dogs. Oh, I'm a cat person, I hate dogs, love cats. I'm sorry, but I love dogs, I just don't have the time or energy to take care of one, and also, like, it would have to live in the house with the rest of my family, and they would all have to be okay with it. My stepdad is terrified of dogs, because when he was a kid, a dog attacked him. But anyways, he's not terrified, he just really doesn't like them. And he's not a huge fan of cats either, he's just not a very big animal fan, so yeah. Anyways, so, this video is fucking long. Yeah, I love dogs. Every time I see a dog out, like, someone's walking their dog, I'm like, oh, can I pet it? And dogs love, I'm an animal person. Like, animals can tell that I love them, because every time, like, I'll go over to a friend's house and they have a pet, and like, oh, they hate strangers, and I'll be like, oh, hi Catherine, or Kate, or whatever the fuck, because I've family call me Catherine, and everyone else calls me Kate. Anyways, I'm like, oh, hello, I want to be your friend. So, yeah, I guess I just have that animal magnetism. Alright, I'll end it there. Thanks for watching whatever the fuck this was.